Tonight on Newswatch, Hero Ames Police would like to respond to the recent cases of assault.
And learn about the new notification system being implemented in Story County.
And I'll tell you about Iowa State's athletic teams did this past weekend in sports.
We got some clearing across the state ahead of a warm front that'll be moving across Iowa tonight and into tomorrow morning. I'll have more in my Iowa forecast. Stay tuned. You're watching Newswatch 18.
Would like to add surveillance cameras to the Welch Avenue area, as well as Campus Town, according to the Iowa State Daily. The Ames Police Department has proposed this idea to the Ames City Council in 2011 of putting cameras on Welch Avenue, though the council did not vote in their favor back then. The police department hopes that with the assaults happening lately, the council will now change their mind in the future. One of the more recent cases of assault to cause this discussion is the hospitalization of Cale Trolson.
Big changes are coming to Story County on March 1st. A new mass notification system will be implemented and be replacing the former notification system, Code Red. This new alert system is free, and during an emergency, voice, text, and email messages will be delivered to registered phones and email addresses. The system notifies the entire community on emergencies such as evacuation, flood, lost or missing persons, or other types of public safety threats. Residents with current landline phone numbers published in the current white pages are already registered. Those without landlines can register their mobile phones and/or email at the link below.
Heavy hearts and bitterly cold temperatures didn't stop 40 students from coming out to Central Campus to honor the 3 young Muslim shooting victims at Chapel Hill who died earlier this month. Collaborating together to plan this event, the International Student Council, Arabian Students Association, and Muslim Students Association featured a segment for speeches along with an open microphone for anyone who wished to share any thoughts or feelings, or simply to pay tribute. There were also cards available to be signed or for families of the deceased originally. The shooting was deemed a murder over what is believed to be a parking dispute, but now the FBI is investigating a potential hate crime. This investigation is currently ongoing.
This spring, the Greenlee School is hosting their second Jumpstart Internship Career Fair. Companies who are avidly looking for journalism, public relations, and advertising interns, or have potential full-time job opportunities, are invited to set up a booth showcasing their company and its values. Students should come dressed to impress and have multiple copies of their updated resumes readily available. The Career Fair will be held this coming Thursday, February 26th from 1 to 5 p.m. in the Great Hall of the Memorial Union.
Bucking bulls and cowboy riders were all the rage Saturday at the Hanson Agriculture Learning Center. 17 ISU organizations competed in front of the crowd in hopes to receive cash prizes in between the bull riding done by professional riders. These bull riders traveled from 7 Midwestern states as a part of the Extreme Bull Riding Tour. It was the first indoor bull riding in Ames. There are plans to expand the competition in years to come.
Tomorrow, the Green Umbrella, Live Green, and the Council on Sustainability are collaborating together for their 4th annual event, Sustainapalooza. The event's main goal is to spread awareness on green and sustainable initiatives. The groups putting on the event are hoping to help the student body, faculty, and staff at Iowa State to provide a more hands-on learning experience during the Sustainability Symposium, offering an interactive-based opportunity for all who attend. This year's events will include research posters created by students, as well as 4 Green It Yourself centers. These centers will give visitors the chance to learn and create products from recycled materials while also learning about outdoor survival skills. Perhaps the best part of the event is the bicycle-powered ice cream maker. Sustainapalooza will be held in the Great Hall of the Memorial Union from 2 to 5 p.m.
It is now time for your Market Monday report. Starting with the grain markets. March corn dipped 6.5 cents, closing at $3.78 3/4. March soybean contracts remained unchanged from Friday, closing at $9.99. And March wheat closed 4.5 cents lower at $5.05 3/4. Moving to the livestock markets, cattle contracts also saw lower prices as February live cattle closed 68 cents lower at $156.03. And March feeder cattle dropped over $1, closing at $198.08. April lean hogs saw an increase, however, closing 93 cents higher at $68.33. We're now joined by Matt Barker at the desk. Seems like it was another busy weekend for Iowa State athletics.
It sure was, Rachel. I'll have the latest when we come back from the break. Stay tuned. You're watching Newswatch 18. Welcome back to Newswatch. I'm Matthew Barker. The gymnastics team stumbled on Friday in Hilton. Here's a look at what happened. The number 14 Iowa State men's basketball team picked up its second road win in 4 days as the Cyclones knocked off Texas 85-77. Saturday afternoon at the Irwin Center, the win improved ISU's record to 20-6 overall. Its fourth consecutive season with 20-plus wins. That marks the first time in Iowa State history that Iowa State has notched 20 wins in 4 seasons. Matt Thomas came off the bench to join George Niang in leading Iowa State with 17 points. Thomas's 17 was a career high. Iowa State was able to shoot 18 of 24 from the free throw line in the final 3.5 minutes to help seal ISU's first back-to-back Big 12 road wins since 2006. Iowa State is back at Hilton Coliseum Wednesday night for a matchup against number 20 Baylor. Tip-off will be at 8 p.m. with the game airing on ESPNU. Bria Holmes' layup and free throw with 4 seconds left gave West Virginia a 54-52 win over Iowa State Saturday at WVU Coliseum. The loss drops ISU to 16-10 overall on the season. The Cyclones led by as many as 17 points in the first half, but were held to just 16 second-half points. Nikki Moody led ISU in defeat with 15 points and 5 assists, while Shauna Johnson chipped in 14 points and 8 rebounds. The Cyclones will look to bounce back against Texas Tech tomorrow at 7 p.m. inside Hilton Coliseum. The game can be seen on Cyclones.tv. On the strength of a season-high 4 pins, number 8 Iowa State wrestling team defeated number 14 Wisconsin 30-16 Sunday afternoon in Hilton Coliseum. ISU senior All-Americans Michael Moreno and Kyvan Gadsden closed out their final dual matches with a pair of pins on senior day. Tanner Weatherman and Dante Rodriguez also recorded pins to give the Cyclones their 14th straight victory over Wisconsin. Kyvan Gadsden went out on top in his final dual match as a Cyclone. Holding a 7-3 lead in the third period, Gadsden threw Timmy McCall with a double underhook and registered the fall at the 6-12 mark. It was Gadsden's 43rd straight dual victory and his 10th pin of the season. Iowa State will play host to the 2015 Big 12 Wrestling Championship, March 7th in Hilton Coliseum. And that's all I have for the sport. Eric, will the end of February bring warmer temperatures?
We got some teen temperatures across much of central Iowa. Off in the northwest, we got temperatures in the lower 20s, where that warm front is beginning to move across Iowa. I'll have more in my Iowa forecast after the break. Welcome back to Newswatch 18. I'm meteorologist Eric Assman. We have a warm front coming through our area that's going to bring some mild temperatures tomorrow. That's going to be followed by a trailing cold front that's going to bring a chance of snow for Wednesday, as well as bringing some cold temperatures for Thursday, again into Friday. Currently, though, outside of Ames, it is 12 degrees with a south-southwest wind of 12 miles an hour. Across the state, 15 in Des Moines, 14 over in Fort Dodge, 19 in Council Bluffs, and where the warm front has already started to make its way across the state, Sioux City is still sitting at 24 degrees. The winds are out of the south-southwest, anywhere from 13 up to 21 miles an hour up in Mason City, so it is getting pretty windy out there, and that's going to create wind chills that are even much lower at -2 here in Ames, -3 in Fort Dodge, and -5 in Waterloo, as well as -7 down in Ottumwa. So if you have to go out, be sure to bundle up because it's going to be a cold one out there. The warm temperatures all in South Dakota right now, where the warm front has already moved through, and that's going to move into Iowa tonight and into the morning hours. Currently, though, we have some clear skies, and as we go into the morning hours, we're going to have partly cloudy skies, and that's going to stick around much until Tuesday evening. But then Wednesday into Wednesday morning, we got the snow chances coming in. Estimated snowfalls around 2 to 4 inches across much of west central Iowa, with some local spots could see over 4 inches of snow from this single system. Tonight, though, 12 degrees, breezy. Winds will be from 9 to 17 miles an hour out of the southwest, so it will be a little bit windy out there. And tomorrow, 32, so we get back above 30, but mostly clear, but the winds will be gusting at 26 miles an hour, and that's going to create wind chills of upper teens to even lower 20s, so it will still be cold out there. Be sure to bundle up. There's that snow system I was talking about coming Wednesday from that cold front, and that's going to lead to temperatures that are going to struggle to get highs into the mid-teens, so we got that cold air again. And then as we go into the weekend, we have another low pressure system that's going to give us our next chance of snow come this weekend. That's all I got in weather. Back to you guys.
Hollywood's biggest stars gathered together last night for the 87th Annual Academy Awards. Several movies earned Oscars in a variety of categories, including The Grand Budapest Hotel with 4 awards and American Sniper with 2. However, the movie that won the night was Birdman, taking home 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Original Screenplay, Cinematography, and Directing. Julianne Moore took home the Oscar for Best Actress for her leading role in the movie Still Alice, while Eddie Redmayne earned Best Actor for his leading role in The Theory of Everything.
If you're a fan of the show Workaholics, you may want to stay in Ames on Friday night. Actor and comedian Adam Devine will be performing a comedy sketch at the Grand Hall in the Memorial Union. Devine is also known for his own show on Comedy Central, Adam Devine's House Party, as well as his role in the movie Pitch Perfect. The show will begin at 9 p.m. this Friday. Tickets are $20 for the public and $12 for students who bring their ISU ID. And that's all for...
Join us on Thursday for more news, weather, and sports.
Until next night, have a wonderful night.